Hey Still Hearts, how y'all doing? This is Jada Lynn. Welcome to In the Raw. This is the channel where we sit and discuss narcissism, what it sounds like, what it looks like, and what is up close and personal in your face. All right, now, so in this video, I wanted to talk about the narcissistic siblings, but like in adulthood. So it's kind of like a spin-off of the last video, but just the adult stuff. And I just want to do my quick disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist, no PhD, no none of that. I just happen to be a regular girl who done been through some things, and I feel like I can throw my little 2 cents on it. All right? Okay. There was this dude that I liked, and she knew him. We all, actually my whole family knew him. It was a family friend, and I liked him. I was in love, and she knew it. Next thing you know, I found out that she had relations with him. I was heartbroken. I was hurt. I couldn't believe that my own sister would do something like that. She was my best friend. And this is why you got to be careful when you're talking to, don't be telling them everything. They know that they're your sibling or whatever, but be careful what you tell them, because everything is already like a competition. You know what I mean? So yeah, she had relations with him. And when I found out about it, I was heartbroken, and so that was another thing. As we were still kids, but we were on that way to adults, we were teenagers. And the second one was when I met this dude at the studio. Well, not at the studio, but I had me a job. I was a little older now, but I had me a job. And this was right before I met my daughter's father. I was riding the city bus in Florida and met this dude on the bus, and he was talking about that he had this studio and everything. And I was like, oh, you got a studio, like a recording studio? And he said, yeah. I was like, well, okay, well, I sang. And he was like, word? I'm like, yeah. So he was like, where you live at? And I was like, I live in Delray. Oh, I live in Delray too. And I was like, what? So we was just really vibing on the city bus and just vibing. Then we got off the bus and just started walking. And he was like, wait a minute, which way are you going? Because we were just walking and talking and realizing that we just kept going the same way. And I had said, my house is right there. He was like, get out. My house is like 2 doors down from yours. What? That's crazy. So I was like, listen. So he was like, y'all got to come over here, da-da-da-da. Because I told him, I had said, listen, my sister and I, we sang. So we do everything together. So he said, y'all come over. And that's just what it was. And at the time, my sister had 3 kids. And like I said before, this was before I met my daughter's father. At this time, I don't have any children. And went over there, met my sister and I, we just mixed very well with them. All of us, we all got along. And then next thing you know, little things just started happening. She just started saying that, people there don't like you. And I had said, what do you mean people that don't like? They don't like how you act. They don't like how you got a boyfriend and you talking about this and that with your boyfriend. They don't like you. They just don't like you. And with the whole codependency thing, you want to go and quickly soothe and try to figure out, well, what can you do to fix this? Because as a person with codependency issues, that's just what you do. You put yourself behind you and you tend to other people. And my sister was like, everybody is not going to like you, sis. Like, everybody is just not going to like you. So little things started sneaking itself in the door like that for her to go in for the kill. And next thing you know, it's like, I got off of work. My sister stayed with me because I had my own apartment at that time, and her 3 little children at the time. It was a lot. She wasn't even trying to get a job. She was just using up whatever I had, and plus the 3 children there, it was just a lot. So I came home one day off the city bus with the intent to take a shower and get back on the city bus, go to Delray Beach to get in the studio so I can work on some music. And lo and behold, the minute I walked in the door, my sister was sitting on the bed already showered, already dressed. Her face is made up flawless. She's looking good as hell. She's smelling good as hell. And she's like waiting for me to come in. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Oh, I'm getting ready to go to the studio. And I was like, wait, hold up. I'm getting ready to go to the studio. She was like, yeah, but you got to watch the kids. I said, sis, what you mean watch the kids? You've been here all day. You didn't call anybody to ask them to come and watch your kids, to babysit your kids? No, because you're going to watch them. I said, no, I'm not. These are your children. And so she was like, well, sis, I got to go to the studio. I said, that's not my problem. You have to take care of your kids first. I'm getting ready to take a shower and go to, no, I'm already dressed. So I'm getting ready to go. And next thing you know, we're having this fallout. Unfortunately, it happened so fast. It happened right in front of the kids. And she flew right out the door. And I'm sitting here like, are you freaking kidding me? And of course, I felt bad because I can't leave these 3 kids here. They're looking at me like they haven't had anything to eat all day. So the only thing that I could do was try to feed the kids. And next thing you know, that's it. That's it for me. I was furious. And then I ended up getting a phone call. I have no idea what she told these people, but I think what I'm getting ready to tell you, you and I can infer what she may have told the people at the studio. I get a phone call from the dude that I was riding on the city bus with. And he says, hey, listen, I understand that you can't make it to the studio sometimes because you got, responsibilities to take care of and things like that. And I was like, yeah, I was trying to come to the studio and my sister just let me, with her kids here. And I'm sorry. I told you I was coming and my sister just kind of went off and went. So he cut me off and was like, listen, you got to take care of your responsibility. These your responsibilities. I said, whoa, wait a minute. What responsibility? These are not my children. So now he's sitting here like, these ain't your, listen, man, your kid, you got to take care of your kid. I said, these are not my kids. I don't have any children. I don't have any children. So he was like, listen, man, take care of your kids. You can, whenever you get coverage and, you got somebody to watch over your kids, you can come and hang out at the studio and do some work. But you got to take care of your responsibility first. He was being a cool dude, but he had the wrong idea. You and I can infer. My sister done went down there and said my sister can't come because she got to watch her kids. When that's her story. But she flipped the narrative around on me. And she started a smear campaign there at the beginning where all of the stuff started coming in at, oh, nobody don't like you there. And all of a sudden she gets me kicked out of the studio by saying, oh, she can't come anymore because she has to watch her kids. And do you see what's going on here? That was very painful. That was very hurtful. And I got so tired of my sister's BS because you got to understand, we were living together. She was living in my apartment, no job, no money, no nothing, just soaking up whatever it was that I had, which was not a whole lot. I had a little small apartment. I was just getting started out in life. You know what I mean? And at that time, I was like, you know what? Listen, I'm tired of this mess. I want to just pursue my music, but people keep getting in my way. When I was growing up, it was, being a Jehovah's Witness. Now that I'm a grown teenager, it's my sister getting in the way and she's putting her children on me and things like that. So it's like, what the heck? So I was looking for something more. I knew I wanted to do my music. So I moved to New York to try to pursue my dreams. And when I got to New York, then that's when I got a phone call from my grandmother and said, hey, did you give your sister any checks? She said, listen. Well, she found the checkbook that you left behind in the drawer. And she said that you left it for her. I'm on my way to go pick her up from the jail cell. I mean, from jail, to go bail her out of jail because she went to the bank to go try to cash these checks that she signed in your name, and she said that you gave them to her. And when they realized it was a closed account, then that's when they picked her up. That checkbook that she used, that she used to forge my name on, that checkbook had been closed for so many years. I had completely forgotten all about it. I didn't even realize I left it behind, or she could have stolen it. But that's the stuff that she did to me. Yeah. The last thing was like the photo shoot. We were having a photo shoot. This is my last encounter with my sister, and I am a grown woman now. Like, I'm just grown. And my sister, I heard that my sister had moved up here to New York with me, and I hadn't seen my sister in God knows when. And it was like, oh my goodness, I was just forgetting all of the other stuff. Let's just forget all the other stuff. I miss her. Come on, sis. She came up here. She didn't have a whole lot. I didn't care. I had stuff to give. I just gave her things. I went to the store. I went to that rainbow store, and I just bought her like all kinds of stuff. I FaceTimed her, and I was like, sister, you like this? Oh yeah, I like that. Like, that's cute, sis. That's real cute. And then I would hold up something else. Do you like that? I don't like that. Okay, all right. Do you like this? Oh, I like that, sis. That's real cute. That's fly right there. I like that. Just stuff like that. And we was really vibing on the phone. And I just, we made like my boyfriend and I made like a trip to where she was. And I put a little bit of money in her pocket. I gave her shoes. I gave her clothes, a wig for her to, for her to look nice for the photo shoot, and, whatever. And when we came back, then we had the photo shoot. I had an amazing time with her, but she was acting weird. She just kept saying derogatory things. It's like using derogatory words for women's body parts. She was just speaking foul language. She was just not speaking like a lady. And my sister, she's more street, and I'm not. But she was speaking, using foul language and stuff. And why is she talking like that? Okay, but whatever. My sister's street, so whatever. That's just what she been doing. That's what she been doing. And I let it be. But the problem started was when we got the pictures and stuff. And she was like, I don't like this picture. I don't like that picture. Because the photographers was like, these are the pictures that we did for the photo shoot. And they were putting some pictures up and stuff. She was like, oh my God, I don't like that picture. I don't like this picture. I don't like that picture. And my boyfriend and I are looking like, what the heck is she talking about? These are some golden behind pictures. These are beautiful pictures. And she was tripping. And then she started tripping like, well, how many pictures did you get? Well, I only got these amount of pictures, but how many pictures did you get? How come you got more pictures than I did? Well, maybe it's because your boyfriend is a photographer. And I was like, sis, what is you talking about? So really, long story short, her and I got into this big, huge fallout. I hung up on her. I ended the phone call because I'm not going to continue doing this. You need to be more grateful. You need to stop being so selfish, because everything that was given to you for free. And I put money in your pocket and a wig on top of your head, and you going to sit up here and act like this. And everything that you got that cost you thousands of dollars, including that photography that was given to you, that photo shoot that was given to you, cost $1,000, and you over here acting like this, a spoiled brat. So that's how my boyfriend and I was looking at it. And needless to say, she pretty much was like, oh, that's another thing. I want to know how she knew my boyfriend. And because I saw that they were friends on Facebook. She says, oh, well, these dudes be always trying to holler at me and stuff. And I was like, holler at you? My boyfriend? What you talking about? Yeah, sis. I mean, well, sis, listen, man, dudes always be trying to holler at me, because they be looking at my pictures and stuff that's on Facebook and stuff. So yeah, that's just what they do. And I was like, wait a minute, but that's my boyfriend. And she was like, I'm sorry, sis. She just said it like that. When I got off the phone with her, I spoke to my boyfriend and I asked him about this. And he said, what? He was completely weirded out. I said, did y'all have any, conversations on Facebook? And he was like, no. He said, listen, it's a good thing that Facebook don't erase anything off of their messenger, because in this situation, I'd be screwed. So he took his phone out and he opened up Messenger and saw that and showed me that there were no previous conversations. So he was like, I don't know what your sister sipping on, what she done fell and knocked her head on, but I ain't had no conversation with her like that. The only reason why her and I are friends on Facebook is because that's your sister. And I'm just sitting there, I felt stupid. I just felt stupid. But I also had this why would she do this? Why would my sister do some mess like that? Why would she say that? So after the fight about the photo shoot and everything, oh my God, she made all of them people, she made everybody take everything down. And you're talking about, these were some beautiful polished pictures. She made everybody take everything down. And it was terrible how she spoke about things, how she spoke about everyone, how she spoke down on me. And then after this photo shoot, the very next day, I received a text message with one of the pictures that was taken at the photo shoot. And when I replied back to her, I said, what's this about? And so she was like, oh, my bad. That picture was supposed to be sent to grandma. And I was like, so now you gonna try to run to grandma and tell grandma your version of the story and try to make me look bad by the time I get a chance to tell grandma what really happened. That's what she did. And it really pissed me off. It really pissed me off. But whatever, I'm gonna leave it there. But I'm just letting y'all know, it was things that just didn't seem like no regular argument between your sister or brother. Do you hear what I'm saying? It's not something regular. It's something more. Everything felt like competition. The narratives was switched around. It was just something there. It was always some jealousy, some hatred. It was envy. It was like but it was devilish. It was very devilish. And this is what I'm trying to bring to y'all's attentions, because these narcissistic people are very evil. They are Satan, the devils. Oh my goodness. They are Satan's babies. And you have to learn their way. You have to learn their way. So I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, and I'll see y'all in the next video.